Welcome to part 2 of declaration and payment of dividend. Before start part 2, we take quick revision of part 1. In part 1, we learn about dividend. First, meaning of the dividend. Under Companies Act, simple meaning given that dividend includes interim dividend, or in simple way we can say the distribution of profit to its shareholder. Types of dividend, two types: interim dividend and final dividend. Interim dividend declared by the board of directors during the financial year, or dividend is paid before the financial statement approved in AGM. So we can say that it is declared and paid between two AGMs. Source of the fund of the interim dividend is surplus of profit and loss account, or profit of the financial year in which have to be declared, or profit of the current year till the last quarter of from the date of interim dividend. Interim dividend required to regularize in AGM by members. In case loss of the current year till the last quarter from the date of declaration of interim dividend, then rate of the interim dividend is not higher than the last immediate preceding 3 financial years. Now final dividend declared AGM, recommended by board of directors, and board of directors reports. A rate of the recommended dividend cannot increase by the member, it can decrease by the member. Dividend payable on the basis of natures of the shares. First, cumulative preference share. Profit of the current year insufficient, then payment of the dividend is accumulated and paid in future when company earns the profit. Till that, no dividend paid on equity shares. Non-cumulative preference shares, they are entitled to receive dividend in case of company of sufficient profit. In case of insufficient profit, not entitled to areas of the dividend in futures. Equity shares, they have not enjoy the preferential rights of the dividend, and dividend rate is also vary. Now provision regarding declaration and payment of dividend. Source of declaration of dividend: profit of the current year, but arrived after the providing depreciation as per schedule 2. Profit of any previous years or years, that profit is also after providing depreciation according with schedule 2. Provision of money by government means any grant by the government, central or state government, and guarantee given by the government. Transfer to the reserve. As per New Companies Act, not mandatory to transfer the particular percentage of its profit to its reserve before declaration of any. Declaration and payment when there is inadequacy and absence of the profit. This is most important topic for the exam. So we take second provision of 123 subsection 1, inadequacy or absence of the profit. Dividend out of accumulated profit of the previous year which has been transferred. It is the hidden point, as we learn in the details. Declaration subject to following condition. First, not exceed the average rate of dividend declared by the immediate preceding 3 years. Second, such accumulated profit shall not exceed 10% of its paid up share capital and free reserves. Third, first utilized for the set of losses incurred. And last, withdrawal shall not fall 15% of the paid up share capital, means balance of the reserve, not fall below 15% after withdrawal. 15% of paid up share capital appearing in the last audited financial statement. Depositing of amount of dividend within 5 days from the declaration of dividend, deposited in separate account maintained with scheduled bank. Payment of the dividend, payment to registered shareholder or to his order or to his banker, payable in cash, not in kind. Here, check, dividend, warrant, or through electronic modes includes cash. For the Nidhi's company, they can deposit or credit the dividend amount to his member, but if member not claim within 13 days from the declaration of dividend. Prohibition of the declaration of dividend. When prohibition, if company not comply or fails to comply provision of section 73, prohibition of acceptance of deposit from public, and section 74, repayment of deposits. Or one more, section 8 companies license under section 8, because it is foundation or formation of the company with charitable object, so not object of earned profit and distributed. With a quick reason of this part, section 124, unpaid dividend account. If company declares the dividend and not paid or unclaimed within 30 days from the date of declaration, then company should transfer the dividend amount to unpaid dividend account within 7 days from the expiry of the 30 days. And after that, after the transfer within 90 days, company shall prepare statement containing name and last known address and place the such statement to company's website or any other website approved by the central government. If company make any default in transfer, then company required to pay interest at the rate 12% per annum on that amount. Fourth, any claimant can claim the dividend amount from company, and company pay the dividend from unpaid dividend account to claimant. Fifth, if any amount unclaimed or unpaid till 7 years from the date of such transfer to unpaid dividend account, then company should transfer this amount to IEPF and also share the prescribed statement containing the details. If dividend is not paid or claimed for 7 consecutive years, then share also transfer to IEPF. Owner can reclaim the transfer share to IEPF, can claim from the IEPF. If company fail to comply with any of the provision, unpaid dividend account, minimum 5 lakhs penalty and maximum 25. And officers who is in default shall be punishable with 1 lakhs and extend to 5 lakhs. Investor Education and Protection Fund. Credit of the fund, grant or donation given by the CG, unpaid dividend accounts, fund, general revenue account of the central government, and IPF under Companies Act 1956, income from the investment and application money, mature deposit, mature debenture, and interest on that, etc., to be credited to IEPF fund. Utilization of fund, refund of the unclaimed dividend, mature deposit owed to persons. Promotion of investor education and awareness and protections. Third, if any person suffered the losses due to wrong action by any person, then IPF pay, and any legal expenses reimbursed by the IPF, and any other expenses as per rule. IPF maintain the account and audit done by the CAG at specified interval, and IPF forward the copy to CG, and CG with copy and auditor's report laid before each house of parliament. Right of dividend, bonus, shares, and etc. held in abeyance in case of transfer. If when company not transfer the shares to the name of transferee, then company in between, if declare any dividend, then company transfer that dividend to unpaid dividend account. If authorization given by the register holder that such dividend shall pay to transferee, then company paid that dividend to transferee. And same is also applied to right shares and fully bonus shares. Section 127, punishment for failure to distribute dividend within 30 days. Punishment: every director shall be punishable for imprisonment maximum of 2 years, and who is in default, fine of 1,000 rupees for every days, and company is also liable to pay 18% per annum interest on that. Here some exceptions: one, dividends not paid by reason of the operation of law. Second, shareholder given direction and company not follow that direction and communicate to the shareholders. Third, dispute regarding right to receive of dividend. Fourth, lawfully adjustment by the company. And fifth, not any default of the company. Revocation of the dividend. Revocation of the dividend is not possible. Exceptions: declaration of dividend is ultra vires. In that case, director is personally liable if dividends paid to shareholders and company ceases to be going concern.